Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga Section. I'm here today to bring the review for One Piece Manga chapter 843. You already know, it was a good chapter. A very good chapter, especially the ending, very touching, and just the hype for what might come. What might come is not 100% guaranteed, but it's just, if it does, oh my gosh. So the ending and the possible future is what makes this chapter really good. But we start off where we left off in last chapter. Luffy doesn't quite live up to the words that he said last chapter where he said, let this attack send you to the ends of New World. The attack doesn't send them flying that far, but it does send them flying quite a distance. So I can't remember. So they were in the seducing woods and they get sent to like a tower in the city, whatever. And basically Cracker falls down, he's found by some of his brothers and sisters, and they're basically saying that it's impossible that someone sent Cracker flying from the seducing woods where they heard that he was last seen heading towards to where he ended up. And so they're thinking, because that's impossible, the enemy who did this to Cracker must be somewhere nearby. So the town is on red alert looking for whoever did this to Cracker. Obviously, they're looking for Luffy, but Luffy's not in the city. He's still in the seducing woods at the time. So then we go back to the seducing woods. We find out that Gear 4 burns a lot of calories. I wouldn't mind using that from time to time instead of working out. But yeah, we find out it burns a lot of calories, so Luffy is slowly shrinking back to his normal size. But it's during this time that we find out a few things. So one of the first few things that caught my interest was the whole point where we were told that Big Mom's children are not even allowed to carry a Vivi card for Big Mom. So that makes me wonder, why exactly did Lola have one on hand and was able to give that to Nami? The second thing we find out is that when a commander is defeated, the last time a commander was defeated, Cracker's crew went on a rampage and Big Mom created a storm, and that's where we get to learn a bit more about her devil fruit ability, where we're told that her right hand can summon a thundercloud and the right hand can summon the sun. Now, obviously, it's not the literal sun, but like the power of the sun. Maybe, I don't know, she's able to cause a fire attacks that are as hot and can burn as much as the sun. But when I was hearing these things, I was thinking, okay, how does that relate to her other devil fruit ability, which is to store people's lifespan? And I can't remember if a devil fruit has been given a name yet, but get me, I can't see a link between the three. So that was a bit of a what the hell moment for me. So yeah, we find out that then the homies, whoever was left of the homies, because some of the homies actually got destroyed when Cracker was sent flying. But the big tree takes up Nami and Luffy, and they make their way towards the palace area. But it's during this time heading towards the palace area that they run into Sanji. Now, from the distance, the tree could see Sanji and the Vinsmoke. So could Luffy, so could Nami. And so Luffy, once he sees Sanji, he rushes over. Now Yonji is surprised about this, surprised about his little speed feat that he was capable of. So that made me think, what can Yonji not do this with his battle tech? Like, why is he so impressed by this? And then, so yeah, I'm starting to think Yonji's a bit on the weak. I did think he was weak anyway, but if he's not capable of those kind of speed feats, then Luffy obviously must be stronger. Before we got all of this, we get to a little catch up on Chopper and Carrot. They're still running around the mirror world. They're not dead, so they're fine in some degree. And the mirror that Nami was talking to them breaks, so they don't have contact with them right now. But the most important bit of the chapter, the most touching bit of the chapter, is when we have Sanji. He's like, oh my gosh, Luffy's here, Nami's there. We can see that he wants to leave. He's just like we can see that he just wants to say bye. My captain is here. My future wife Nami is here. I am out. I am gone. But we see him going into flashback, remembering all that will happen if he does go right now at this present moment in time. He'll lose his hands, therefore he can't cook. and they're gonna go for Zeph. Go for Zeph. We already know these things. So he does the only thing that he thinks that he can do at this moment in time, and that is try and convince Luffy that that he wants to stay, that he wants this marriage, that he no longer wants to be part of the crew. And we get that. We see him turn. I left that note to soften the blow, and he just calling them like all the names that he was calling them scum, I think, sea scum, I think, underlings, whatever he was calling them, man. He was this in his way, but he didn't mean it because he's trying to do the right thing. He's trying to keep Luffy alive, trying to keep his hands intact, trying to keep Zeph intact. He's just trying to do the right thing here. It's just a whole lot of trap talk. Luffy is not buying it. We know Luffy's a bit on the dumb side, but even he knows that Sanji's just saying these things and he's just getting mad about it. He's like, come on, Sanji, let's just go. And we just end off leaving the chapter of a possibility of a Luffy versus Sanji fight. Now, how hype would that be? That would be amazingly hype. And it's obvious, it's standard to think that Luffy stronger. Like, again, he's the captain, he should be the strongest of the crew, but we can now get to see how Sanji fares, how close, how far away is he from this from Luffy in terms of strength. And now, even if we do get the fight, we're still gonna have those people who say no matter how good Sanji does, that Luffy is not going into this fresh, and I kind of agree with that. Yes, he was full from eating all those biscuits. He said it was a lifetime's worth of food, but you know that Luffy gets tired after gear 4. Yes, he had his little power nap, but can we say that he's going into this fight at 100? That is something that a lot of people will question. And yes, like I said, so regardless of what Sanji does against Luffy next chapter, if they do fight, there will always be that argument, unfortunately. So how do you think the fight is going to go between them? Obviously, I'm not one. I'm not too sure myself personally. I don't think we'll see any gear 4. I think Luffy will be rotating between gear 2 and gear 3. Obviously, throwing Haki into the mix as well. As far as Sanji goes, I don't know. Like Diablo Jambi is a given for Sanji. We might get to see some Hell's memories towards the end of the fight, maybe, but I don't think Sanji might have to go more all out just to show that he's being serious. But obviously, Luffy's not going to be going all out because he's not trying to kill Sanji. But I don't know, like it's up in the air really, and we'll see next chapter if that's what Oda wants to happens. But what do you think? I'm asking you that. They might not fight though. There is a small possibility they might not fight. Daddy Vinsmoke might just hop in there and be like, "We don't have time for this. We're going away now." And then he jumps in and then texts Luffy, "No, not a one shot of some sort, so Luffy cannot fight." And then they going away. There's so many things that could happen next chapter that would avoid this fight, but we will see. We'll definitely see what happens next chapter. But I'm hoping for the fight. I definitely, if I have my personal pick, I want to see the fight between Sanji and Luffy next chapter. So because of, I feel so sorry for Sanji right now. But because of that, because of what we might, and yeah, because of what we might get next chapter, the most likely thing, I have to give it a 4-star rating and call it a review. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.